Hi everyone, and happy Thursday. Today we'll be talking about communication ethics and managing workplace conflict. Our three learning objectives for this module are how to apply ethical standards to management communication, defining and explaining how to manage workplace conflict, and how to recognize potential sources and resolutions for workplace conflict. Communication ethics. Management should be demonstrating verbal and nonverbal ethical behavior as an example for their employees. Management is the forefront of the company, so employees tend to lead by example, and if you see your boss communicating in an unethical way, then you are more likely to project that unethical behavior to your fellow employees. So management really needs to set the standard. Ethical practices should be communicated daily to show employees where their company stands on ethical behavior. This could be 10, 15-minute meetings once a week, so on and so forth. Different ways just, so that the employees understand the ethics of the organization itself and what they stand for. Management serves as a point of contact to resolve potential ethical dilemmas. So if you have a problem, obviously you go to management, and they need to deal with the ethical problem in the best way that the company represents itself. And that's why also the practices should be communicated daily so that the employees know, and this could potentially stop an ethical dilemma prior to it happening. Moving on to workplace conflict. The University of Oklahoma's HR department defines workplace conflict, and also Webster's Dictionary defines it as a sharp disagreement or opposition of interests or ideas. Anytime people work together, conflict is a part of doing business. Conflict is a normal and natural part of any workplace. It's also a natural part of life. When it occurs, there is a tendency for morale to be lowered, and increased absenteeism and decreased productivity has been estimated. It has been estimated that managers spend at least 25% of their time resolving workplace conflict, which is utterly ridiculous. Adults should know how to behave ethically and know not to get into arguments with their coworkers, but apparently 25% of the time managers are resolving the issues. Some types of workplace conflicts are interpersonal, which is, between employees, an argument, a disagreement, so on and so forth. Organizational, low morale, working for an organization can cause conflict, as well as dealing with different employees that might think that they're higher up than you or act a certain way can cause conflict. Different trends and changes also cause conflict. As we know, nobody likes change, especially in a workplace. Different external factors, things going on in your life that can make you a bit irritable, can potentially cause conflict with others. Dealing with workplace conflict. Management should define acceptable behavior right away to their employees. This is how we expect you to behave, and if you don't behave this way, there will be repercussions. Simple as that. Since not all conflicts are preventable, which we all know, management needs to deal with conflicts as they arise immediately. The longer you put something off, the worse that it can potentially get. That's why you need to just deal with it on the forefront right away. Squash it, move on. Understand the motivations of the people in the conflict. because someone might be starting a conflict with a different employee in order to get the person that they're conflicting with in trouble, or potentially terminated because of differences. They might not like them. You need to find out what's behind each person's ideas within the conflict, because one person may have done nothing wrong. Also, good managers will use conflict as an opportunity to promote innovation. Sometimes when people get into heated arguments about different topics, great ideas can spur from it. You obviously can't let it get to the point where it's a real issue, but if you have groups working together, clashes in ideas can lead to some great innovations. Here's my references. We got 2 here, and we got 2 more here. Thank you, everyone, and good night.